Raj Joshua Thomas.
Sir, I declare my interest as President of the Security Association, Singapore. So the Finance Minister had in his budget statement as well as his reply speech mentioned the important role that trade associations and chambers or TACs can play. In addition to the roles the Minister had mentioned, I would like to make the following suggestions as to what more they can do and how MTI could support them. First, TACs can coordinate shared services for their members that would help them get favourable rates and enjoy economies of scale. This includes legal, accounting and human resource services, but also consultancy in core capabilities and internationalization. In this regard, Enterprise Singapore could consider adapting the Enterprise Development Grant in a way that would allow TACs to coordinate mass funding for their members in the eligible areas. Second, TACs could be harnessed to administer appropriate government schemes. A good recent example is how the SG United Training Scheme is administered by the Singapore Business Federation. The sectoral TACs can similarly take charge of sector-specific schemes within parameters worked out jointly with the relevant government body and with funding to support the costs incurred in administering the said programs. The TAC's closeness with the industry's companies will be useful in that it is easier for them to explain how each scheme works and increase these companies' participation in beneficial programs and grants. Third, regulatory authorities can consider devolving some regulatory functions to TACs where appropriate. Such devolution is most easily achieved with professional certifications and if we push the envelope a bit more, even licensing. For example, instead of regulating the facilities management sector, the Building and Construction Authority has worked closely with the Singapore International Facilities Management Association to establish accreditation schemes for firms and facility management professionals. Similarly, as debated in Parliament last year, my own association administers the Security Consultants Accreditation Program. Finally, I would like to thank MTI for the TAC Growth Model Toolkit that was launched recently. This, sir, is a very excellent resource and reference document for TACs that can help them chart their development. On a related note, while TACs may get some funding from the government pursuant to the LEAD grant, I think it should be the aim of all TACs to not only grow their operations and the services they offer to their members, but also to make sure that they have the financial wherewithal to stand on their own 2 feet. In this regard, I would like to ask MTI if it will consider extending grants to TACs that are traditionally offered to SMEs to help them build revenue-making activities. Thank you, sir.